In this video, I'm going to share the 4 questions to ask yourself to determine if your tech leadership career goals are yours versus someone else's. This is so important because, first of all, you need career goals. If you don't have goals, there's no goalpost. And if there's no goalpost, you can't win ever. And an important step in the whole career goal journey is refining them. So once you're able to articulate your career goals, or at least start to articulate them, then you want to refine them. An important piece in refining them is making sure that they're your goals versus someone else's. Because one of the biggest mistakes, one of the biggest hurdles that we see, drawbacks, things that are holding our clients back, is that they've chosen someone else's goals. They picked a goal because someone else is doing it, or someone else told them that they should, or society told them they should. And the reason they're not getting after them is that they're not their own goals. So I'm going to give you 4 questions to ask yourself, so that you can make sure that your career goals are your own versus someone else's or society's. But before I hop into that, like I said, articulating, being able to clearly and confidently and concisely articulate your career goals is so important. So do not skip that step. You actually need to do that first before you move into this refinement process of checking in. Is this mine versus someone else's? So if you want a PDF to help you articulate clearly, confidently, and concisely to articulate your career goals, it's a PDF. There's fill in the blanks, there's examples. And at the end of it, you're going to have some really clearly written career goals for yourself. And it follows my 7-layer strategy. So you're probably missing one of those 7 layers. So if you want that PDF, just drop a comment below, comment career clarity, and I'll shoot that PDF your way. And by the way, in case you didn't know me, I'm Jen Bunk. I'm a career coach for technical leaders. I help tech leaders build their dream careers. And in every single video, what I will deliver for you is both strategic and mindset related content to help you make the mindset shifts and help you create the strategic shifts that are necessary to reach your career goals. And I'll also make sure that I include practical and tactical tips that you can implement right away. So getting to the practical and tactical, what are 4 questions that you can ask yourself to determine if your career goals are your own versus someone else's? So let's take an example that we actually get a lot, where our clients come in and they say, I want to work at Google. That's my career goal. I want to work at Google. I want to work at Amazon. I want to work at Netflix, one of the big companies. And absolutely, it's like, wow, yeah, we've helped clients to land, hell yes, tech leadership jobs at the big companies. But it's also one of those examples where, and there's many others too, but this is a prime example of where people choose that goal because they were told to, or because it's what their friends are doing, or because, well, who wouldn't want to work at Google? Of course, that should be my career goal. Should it really? Do you really want that? So the first question to ask yourself is, where did it come from? Where did that goal come from? This isn't going to tell you everything. And it's not necessarily a bad thing if it came from someone else, or if it came from society, or if it came from the fact that you watch Netflix all the time and you're like, wow, I want to work there. It's not necessarily a red flag if it came from elsewhere. But it's data. So you're going to put all 4 of these questions together to help you discern, is this what I really want? Or am I just doing it because I'm supposed to, because I should, because someone else told me to do this, because this is what my friends are doing? Me versus not me. Is this mine versus not mine? So ask yourself, number 1, where did it come from? Just to have that data and get curious about it. Wow. You know, where it came from is all my friends work at Google or Netflix or Amazon or Facebook. Is it possible that the reason that I set that career goal is because that's what they're doing? It is possible. That's question number 1. Where did it come from? Question number 2 is, do I get a whole body yes? So I'm borrowing this from Tim Ferriss. When I think and feel into working at Netflix, I'm working at Netflix. I am visualizing, feeling myself working at Netflix. Do I get a whole body yes? Hell yes or no? It's a great rule for setting your career goals. How do you know if it's a hell yes? Your body is going to be like, oh, hell yeah. Asterisk most of the time. If you're feeling stressed, burnt out, tired, sad, if you're sick, or if you have some big trauma to work through, big emotions to work through, and or for whatever other reason you're not fully in tune with your body, you may not get that whole body yes. So again, that's why there's 4 questions here. Use them together. Just because you don't get a whole body yes doesn't mean that it's not your goal and that you shouldn't get after it. But you know what? If you do get that whole body yes, that's some pretty good data. It's like, oh, wow, yeah, chills. Working at Netflix. Oh my God, yeah. Especially when you put those 2 together, right? Where did this come from? Yeah, it came from the fact that I do have a lot of friends that work in Netflix and I admire them. But I want that too. Like the reason that I admire it is because I want what they have, not because I want to steal it from them or because I'm trying to steal somebody else's goals or dreams or trying to live somebody else's life. But no, I do want that too. I mean, oh wow, working at Netflix. Oh man, that'd be awesome. You got some good data there. Versus, oh yeah, all my friends work at Google. Huh. Or I should work at Google. Everybody should work at Google. That's why I want to work at Google. Whole body, yes. What are you talking about? That doesn't matter. Oh, whoa, whoa. That's not your goal. That's somebody else's. That's society's. That's your family's. That's your friends. It's the should. It's the collective should. You should want to work at Google if you're a tech leader. No. You should want what you want, regardless of what other people say. So that's the second question. Check in with the hell body yes. The whole body. Hell yes, in your whole body. Question number 3 is the opposite. I'm putting opposite in quotes. Is the opposite a whole body no? You may have to play with this. Get curious. Hold this one like a wet bar of soap, not too loosely, not too tightly either. Right. So like, what's the opposite of working at Google? Oh, play with it. Maybe it's something like a smaller tech shop. Like super small, low stakes, or maybe the opposite for you is like it's a startup. Maybe the reason that you're drawn to working for Google or Amazon or Netflix is because they're established. And so maybe the opposite of that is one that's not at all established, brand new startup. Right. All right. So working for a startup, they're like first round of funding, or maybe they haven't even gotten funded yet. They're pre-revenue. And it's going to be this kind of chaotic situation where it's going to be all hands on deck, absolutely no structure. For some people, that's a hell yes. But like you said, you want to work at Google, and Google ain't a startup. So check in. All right, working at a startup. And here's what it would be like. Like, get honest with yourself. Here's what it would be like to work there. And check in. Is it like, oh no, ick, yuck? Like your body will tell you. And sometimes it's very primal. It's either yay, ick, or meh. What we're looking for is the yay. It's yay, ick, or meh. It's what you might feel in your body. And in this, actually, we're looking for the ick. If it's meh, then that's not hell yes. But it's also not hell no either. So again, this is data to help you feel into this. And this is why this is a refinement process. So many people are like, yep, this is my career goal. And then they just kind of move toward it and start applying for jobs and then wonder why it ain't working because you haven't refined. Articulate your career goals, yes, but you also need to refine them. So check in. Is the opposite of what you think you want a whole body no? Is it ick? ick for you. It's okay. It's okay that some things are ick. They should be. And then question 4 is going to come after you take some inspired, intelligent action. All right, I want to work at Google. Take inspired, intelligent action toward that goal for at least 5 days, for 5 to 7 days. Take inspired, intelligent action toward that goal for 5 to 7 days. And on the 5th day, on the 6th day, or on the 7th day, do you still want it? Make sure it's inspired, intelligent action, because if it's not, if it's just spinning wheels, oh yeah, maybe I'll do this, and maybe I'll post my resume, and oh look, I'm gonna go and search LinkedIn blindly, and maybe I want to work there, and I'm gonna post my no. This has got to be inspired, intelligent action. These have to be strategies that are proven, that you know will work, that involve networking, talking to actual humans. You know, and this is one of the reasons why our clients work with us, by the way, is because it's like, what is inspired, intelligent action when I'm on the job market? Right? So anyway, take inspired, intelligent action toward that goal for 5 to 7 days. Like action that feels aligned with the outcome, that you have some sense of certainty that if you keep at it, it will work. And then after those 5 to 7 days, check in. Do I still want it? Am I still feeling somewhat energized toward this goal? Maybe it's yes. Maybe it's no. Again, this is all great data. Maybe it's, I don't know. If it's an I don't know, if it's a meh, then most likely your goal needs to get refined. That it's not this area of Google, right? Google, Facebook, Netflix, they got lots of silos, right? It's not this area, it's that area. It's not with this team, it's that team. Or maybe it's not as big and established as one of the big ones, but maybe it's something similar. For some of you, you need to refine your career goals. And the only way that you're going to be able to refine your career goals is by taking action toward them. And that's going to give you the data they need. So use these 4 questions together. Number 1, where did it come from? Number 2, do I get a whole body yes? Number 3 is the opposite, a whole body no. And number 4, take inspired, intelligent action toward that goal for 5 to 7 days. And do you still want it? You're going to get some great data that way to determine if the goal is your own versus someone else's. Just as a reminder, you want it to be your own. It has to be your own. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You're not going to feel fulfilled. You're not going to feel successful. You're not going to get the freedom and the wonder and the joy and create the impact that you're going to want if it's not your goal. And again, this is the refinement process. Articulation comes first. If you need help articulating your career goals, drop a comment below. Drop the comment career clarity below, and I will send you a PDF, fill in the blank with examples that follows my 7-layer strategy of clearly articulating your career goals and doing it with confidence and making sure that they're as concise and powerful as possible as well. So comment career clarity below if you want that, and ask yourself these questions, guys. It's really, really important. All right. I'll catch you in the next one.